Hi, welcome back to depression-youarenot-alone.com. I am Shannon. To my right is Lou, the lovely Lou. And behind the scenes is John, who will not say hello, but he's there.
I am not.
I will have...
He's having a hemorrhoid flare.
It's just I'm just
that he is not.
I'm just a pigment of your imagination. I'm not really here.
A figment.
Pigment, what's the difference?
Today we're going to talk about telehealth. You've used it. I've used it.
I've never used it.
It's easy.
Well, maybe you should.
Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe it's time.
Yeah, my shoulder's killing me. Maybe I should call somebody. And,
obviously it's not for everything. Like if you need a hip replacement,
of course that's not going to be suitable for you
over your computer or your phone. But let's talk about for mental illness. It's so difficult for so many people that resist, right, treatment, to go get in their car.
Well, it may be a nuisance for them. Yeah.
Drive to.
No, that would actually be easier.
So, what would be easier?
No, not
telehealth.
Driving. Oh, telehealth is
right.
yes. But we're talking about driving to a doctor.
Let's get there.
Yeah.
To some people, it's not easy. It's not the driving there and all that.
Well,
maybe that's not the problem. They're just not comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
Sitting there face to face in a room with a stranger. It's not for everybody.
Well, it's actually quite nauseating sitting in a doctor's office for 2 hours.
Some people are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, even the regular doctor's office.
Me personally, I would rather be face to face with someone. For reasons I've mentioned in the past, I think, in other episodes of getting to see the person's body language, their expressions, right? When you say something, you lose that. You lose a lot of that.
Well, not just that. Their questions and how they.
In telehealth,
yeah,
you lose a lot of that. But I am still very much for it, because if there's a choice between someone on their laptop getting mental help compared to doing nothing, I think it's a great thing that they can.
Well, it's also so much easier when you have telehealth, because you may be busy, you can't get off of work, you have that half an hour for lunch or the hour for lunch, or you have to take your...
And the way things are now with their phones, you can do it on your phone.
And not only that, if you can even get an appointment.
Well, that's the thing. You're not waiting. You're not waiting. So you schedule the appointment. You have it at that hour. You have it on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. You're not waiting in a doctor's office.
But to me, it's a preference.
Well,
to me, like I said,
we all being in an actual office itself.
In a lot of areas, it's just hard to get a doctor's appointment.
When you're talking to someone, you see their body language. If they become uncomfortable with a certain subject, they're adjusting their seat, or their eyes start to wander away because this subject is uncomfortable. I think you do lose that with telehealth, whether it's on your laptop or your phone.
If you do it live, you can at least weed out the good ones compared to the bad ones. If you find somebody that just you don't feel is right,
it could always be an introduction to therapy for someone who later on might say, you know what, I actually want to meet with someone now, face to face. I'm okay with this.
Oh, and some telehealth programs actually allow you to meet with people.
Now we have an ad on our website, depression-youarenot-alone.com, for a company that does that. We're not promoting them; they're not paying us to. We're not promoting them, but it's an option if you want to go to our website.
Yeah, it's an ad. We do get commission from.
We have an ad on the side that. If you want to look into that company, you can look into that company or look into your own. There are many out there. You can hear them advertising on TV and radio and whatnot.
But you just have to weed them out.
I think it's a great thing because, like I said, if there's a difference between using that and doing nothing because you're not comfortable with it.
Well, you can do it in the comfortability of your own home.
Or because your work schedule won't allow it.
Yeah,
comfortability.
That's a big one. Yeah, you can do it in your own home. You can.
Well, don't forget, there are a lot of people that really aren't mobile. So that would be the easiest thing for them to do. Would be telehealth from home.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because a lot of people cannot get out. You have handicapped people that have issues with going places.
Yeah.
It makes it hard for them. So telehealth would be the way to go.
So those are the more obvious points. I'm trying to get into the least obvious points of people that are just not comfortable with this. Never been through therapy, or against it even. There are people that are against it. They're against therapy.
Don't forget, there are people that feel stigmatized by even thinking about going to a therapist. They feel stigmatized.
So for whatever reason, they don't want to do it. Maybe someone can talk them into it and say, hey, this is easy. You can do it from home. You know, you don't have to go anywhere. You're home. You're comfortable. That comfort zone of being home, right? Opening up maybe a little more.
That was the whole point there.
And don't forget, a lot of people now are really more comfortable.
Right, but you guys are talking about
on computer, doing it on computer as opposed to live.
Just accessibility.
Yeah.
You guys are talking about, like he was talking about, physically can't do that. I'm talking about people that are against therapy or that are embarrassed to.
Yeah, got it.
This opens the door for where you're in your own home.
Yeah.
In your own comfort zone, and maybe it can then get you, if need be, to face-to-face.
Yeah, but the people that are against therapy, that's a whole other issue. If they're against therapy, period, there's less of a chance that they'll even do this. On the other hand...
Really? I don't know where you're going with this. I'm talking about making the comparison of someone physically getting in their automobile, sitting with someone in an office,
right,
or in the doctor's office, face-to-face, not being totally uncomfortable with that, as opposed to maybe getting them into therapy because they're home.
Yeah, but you mentioned people that are against therapy.
Right, but those people still need help, don't they?
Right, but they have to realize that they do. And some will not seek therapy. No, some of these people that are against therapy will not seek therapy. Some, they see telehealth, okay, try that, but it's not going to be 100%.
Okay, you go ahead. You go ahead with this. We'll just kick back. We're going to kick back.
You're doing good, John. Keep on rolling.
I just need a drink.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's hot out here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, maybe some nice, cool, semi-sweet tea.
I think where you guys started, where I kind of off track of what I was trying to say, is you're talking about the logistics of it, of physically getting there.
Yeah, make your point.
I was trying, but you just said that people aren't going to do it. So
well, that's
take charge.
That's our job.
You're saying they're not going to do it. We disagree on a lot of things here too, believe me. My point is, for those people that are against therapy, that don't want it, don't need it, I don't want it. It might be easier for someone to convince them to say, hey, try this. As opposed to, okay, I made you an appointment, you got to get in your car, you got to drive over there, you got to sit with this person you've never met, and you got to open up to them with the most personal things in your life, face to face. That's a lot more difficult for a lot of people, as opposed to on their laptop sitting in their bedroom or in their living room or in their kitchen.
Of course.
Or whatever. So what I'm saying is it's a great way of introducing people into therapy. Of course, those that will easily do it, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. We're talking about those that don't want to, that resist. Mm-hmm. We're just sitting here wasting our time talking about people that will say, yeah, I need therapy. What do I need to do? Yeah. That's not a problem. It's easy. They're going to do it.
Yeah.
We're talking about those that don't want to.
Yeah.
This could be a way of getting them started. Started into getting help.
Absolutely.
Of course, if it's a good therapist, even better. If it's not, get a different one. Trial and error.
Absolutely.
It's just to get people to do something. Even though I said it's not my preference, I still think it's a great thing.
It is a great thing.
It is a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. It'll work out for a lot of people.
The logistics, of course, of having to go there and all of that and take time off of work. Because if you have a 50-minute session, you're not losing 50 minutes from work.
Yeah.
You have to drive there. You have to drive back. I mean, of course, all of that. Missing work.
Well, there is the convenience issue too. I mean, it's just look at it.
That's a complete convenience issue.
Of course, but that's simplifying it. That's the obvious.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
You guys are talking. You're talking about the obvious. It's easier. Yes, I don't have to get in a car. Yes, the obvious things. I'm talking about what's not so obvious. So if someone knows someone who needs help, and getting my son, or getting my wife or husband, whatever, to a therapist's office? Mm-hmm. Good luck with that. But maybe, hey, how about you do a session on your laptop? You do it from the bedroom. Close the door, and you're on your own, and you do it yourself. you'll get a percentage that'll say, okay, all right, I'll try that, right? Even if reluctantly, okay, I'll try that.
Yeah, but I get it.
So that's what I wanted to talk about. So anybody has a family member or a friend that they know needs help.
Try it. If they won't, yeah, exactly.
And like I said, getting them there is just not going to happen.
Yeah,
so you know it's not going to happen. Or
Or
you can't find one. Or you just can't find one.
Try the telehealth. You'll find it on the telehealth. You will.
Oh no, that you will. I'm saying going to a doctor's office.
Oh no, that's exactly.
You know,
it could be a month and a half before you get an appointment.
We've talked about,
and you might need something right away.
Yeah,
so you can go to the telehealth.
Depending on the area you live in, yeah, it could
we've
be
talked
hard.
about this another podcast.
Yeah, we did
a while back about people call. They want to make a therapist appointment. They have nothing for 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a therapist, let's say they have their own office, it's their own practice, right? It's a human being that only has so much time in a day.
Yeah.
Okay, so to take on new people,
new clients.
It's more
6 months might be a little far much, but it is. They can go out.
In some areas, yeah, it could be up to 6 months.
Someone needs to cancel, or even if they cancel an appointment, they might not take you. But if someone doesn't go anymore, but then of course you're on a list, right? You're not. You might not be the next one on the list.
Right.
It's difficult, and so many people need it. Need the help.
Yeah.
Need it.
Definitely a good.
So the easier the better. This is a great thing.
Yeah, it is.
I think. And you know, some people can say, yeah, but are these therapists any good? Hey, is there a guarantee that if you go into an office and sit with a therapist, that therapist is any good?
Right.
I sat with a young lady, I told this story before, remember? She didn't ask me questions. She just started telling me textbook things.
Textbook things, yeah.
Young lady, and I told her, you could never be my therapist, you're not qualified.
Yeah.
And she had this deer in the headlights look and said, why did you say that? I said, first place, you've asked me nothing. Mm-hmm. You don't know anything about me. Mm-hmm. You don't even know why I'm here. Mm-hmm. You don't even know why I'm here. You're not asking me questions, get a history of why I'm here, what's going on. Nothing. Mm-hmm. You're just telling me textbook crap.
What you learned out of the
and that's the worst kind of
therapist. That was face to face. So there's good and bad in everything. There are good auto mechanics. There's an auto mechanic fix your car, and there's an auto mechanic that every week you got to take your car back.
And we've had both.
Every week you got to take your car there. Hey, it's still doing this. It's still doing that.
Oh, really? Oh, I got to fix that.
Well, maybe it's this.
3 times a turn.
And you get billed every time.
Of course you get billed.
Yes, but telehealth is definitely a nice.
No, we're not here pushing it. We're not making anything
of course, it's completely up to you. It's just something that's accessible.
It's just another option.
Exactly.
It's a great option.
Yeah. And for me, what my mindset is, it's a great option for the resistors that resist therapy.
Yes, I agree.
That is the point I'm trying to make. Because like I said, we can talk about people that are very open to therapy. Okay, we're not too concerned about those people. They're willing to do it.
Go have at it.
Do it.
Great. Yeah.
They'll go into a therapist's office.
Yes.
They'll do it online. Either way, it doesn't matter. They'll do it.
Keep doing it.
I'm thinking of those people that are resistant to it.
Yeah.
And for a family member or friend, like I said, hey, you know what? That is a good point. Let me see if...
It might be, I could maybe coerce them into...
Hey, listen, it's easier. You don't have to go anywhere. You can do it here.
It also works out for people that can't get an appointment right away.
Exactly.
Okay. You call up a therapist and you go, 2 or 3 weeks. You go, really?
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember if I ever told the story. I went to my doctor's office, family doctor. This is years ago. And I called. I was sick as a dog with the flu. And the receptionist said, okay, we have next appointment's 3 weeks from now.
Take it or leave it. By then.
She goes, take it or leave it. I said, okay, I'm going to either be better or dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And maybe you guys, for anybody listening to this, I told her this. That's not a problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call my insurance company and tell them what you told me. 3 minutes later, my phone rings.
Got an appointment.
Can you come in now?
Yeah.
Can you come in now? That's another point, folks. When you get these receptionists that are up on their high horse, who make peanuts.
They can't accommodate you.
Okay, you answer phones, but for some reason you treat people like crap. Do that. Tell them you're going to call your insurance company when they treat you like that. And then when you get there, tell the doctor. Because I told my doctor. And she said, what? She said,
the lady
really?
probably wasn't working there anymore.
She said, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the doctor didn't want to hear that I was treated like that.
No.
And these are some of the most miserable people, I swear. I'm not putting down all people work in doctor's
Of
office.
course not. Not
but
at all.
there are some that, I'm sorry, someone's sick, they're going through something, and then you treat them like dirt on top of it.
And you already feel like shit.
You're already feeling like crap, and then you're being treated like crap.
Crap, rather.
Very compassionate people work in some of these doctors' offices.
Some, not all.
Well, there's a lot of people in doctors' offices.
Maybe they
that
work for
shouldn't be
Adolf Hitler, MD. I don't know.
I wouldn't
where
take
they
it that
should
far,
work.
but
Hell, there's doctors that shouldn't even be doctors, just like every other profession.
But
but we
again,
want to encourage
we're not
you
pushing
to
telehealth.
try.
So no one's paying us. There's not
No,
sponsor here paying us for this. It's just I think it's very important for anyone that knows someone that you know needs help. Give them that option, because easy gets people to do things. It's just human nature, right?
It's always been that way.
If something's-
The easier the better.
If they're against something and it's difficult in their minds, guess what's going to happen? They're not going to do it. If you make it easy for them, not saying it's 100% they're going to do it, but statistically we know there'll be more people that will actually get therapy doing it through their laptop in their own home than going to sitting
An
with a
actual
therapist.
doctor.
Because a lot of people are terrified about this. I know I've heard people tell me, man, I don't want to sit in front of some stranger and talk about my most personal things in my life.
Well, it's not just therapy. A lot of people don't even like going to the doctor.
Well, I don't like going to
Well, you've heard of
You don't like going to the doctor.
You-
You're
you've-
a perfect candidate.
Because I've had doctors that just shouldn't be doctors. But you've heard of white coat syndrome, right? You go to the
Yes,
doctor and your
yes,
blood pressure just
goes up.
goes way up. And that happens with doctors, therapists, with everything.
unless the doctor's really hot.
Yeah, well, no, but the
right.
drug girls are really
I
hot.
had one of those.
Okay, back to what we're talking about. You guys got a little
I
off
haven't
track.
had one of those.
I've never had a hot doctor, but I've had the sitting there waiting and all the
Oh, we
hot
can't say
drug
hot
girls
anymore.
come in.
Can't say
Oh
hot
my
anymore.
gosh.
Can't say
You
it.
can say hot. You can say they and us or
How much time-
whatever.
how much time
all
we
the-
have?
Well, we got plenty of time.
Okay, so. But you see how you guys are thinking differently.
We got like 7 minutes or
You guys are,
something.
like I said.
I'm actually not thinking differently than you.
No, you started, especially John, started thinking about the logistics of going to the doctor as
Well,
compared
because I've always
to,
focused on logistics and a lot of other stuff, so it's
right.
just,
When I'm focused on those that won't get help, that's what I'm focused on. The ones that do not want to get help, refuse, fight you, battle you. I don't need it. I don't want it. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So, the telehealth, beautiful.
that's a really good option.
It is.
If you look,
It's a
you
great
look at it, and
option.
that's a really good option.
Great option.
I mean, even for people that will go to a physically go to a therapist, that's still a great option for them too.
Did we even
Absolutely.
have? Did we even have?
They may not even need to. They can just do it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, they're receptive to it. They're
Yeah,
open to
if they're open to it and they're receptive to it, that's a perfect tool.
it. Sometimes, you know what?
a perfect tool for
I
them.
couldn't get an appointment. Guess what? I don't need to. I'll just do this.
Yeah, yeah.
Just do this. Right?
It's a perfect tool.
Yeah.
Just do this. We were watching. Think about that. I was just thinking about this. We were watching a program on TV. So remember I was telling you see the commercials here? It's medication for heart failure.
Oh yeah,
What was it? Diabetes,
yeah,
or as Wilfred Brimley would say, diabetes.
yeah,
Diabetes?
yeah.
Diabetes. What was the other one? HIV.
There's so many of them. It's just
And then they closed it out with ED. So I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking. Holy shit,
Holy
man.
crap!
I was enjoying the program. Now I feel like I
I've
need
been
to go a complete panel of blood work done.
I know.
Yeah, meanwhile-
every day.
they're pushing drugs to cover the symptoms instead of, okay, what's the cause?
I remember Lewis Black said he was flying. What was he flying from California to New York?
Yeah.
He was reading magazines on the plane. It was about diabetes.
Yeah,
diabetes.
yeah.
He said when I landed in New York, I had diabetes.
Well, exactly.
I mean, they just pump you with this stuff.
Back up.
It's
all about the drugs.
I mean, it actually ended up taking my mind off the program, thinking, holy hell.
Yeah.
Well, like I've said this before.
And ask your doctor.
Yeah, when I went to get my medical release from my shoulder operation, And I go, by the way, Doc, I've got insomnia, I can't sleep. And he goes, oh, well, I can refer you. I love this story.
I know.
I can refer you to a psychiatrist. They have all the good drugs. And I've never forgotten that.
I didn't know that where you were going with
They
that.
have all the good drugs.
You know,
okay, really?
Right.
You know what I think? I think of if your medication is the best medication out there for this condition, should I really have to tell my doctor I want it? I mean, shouldn't you already be aware?
First of all,
this is the best medication for this. You don't even tell me what you want, whatever, because this is the best medication.
First of all,
hey doc, can you give me that?
No.
First of all, you're not qualified to ask a doctor.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But there are a lot of doctors that will say, "Oh yeah, here you go."
Yeah, especially when people are on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 medications.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking of the common sense of it. If your medication is so damn good, why do I need to tell my doctor to give it to me?
Well, right.
Is my doctor not in tune as to what's out there, or?
Well, my doctor says, how is the medication working out for you?
Okay, that's different.
Right?
That's different, yeah.
Do you have any,
He's asking questions.
Of course.
Yeah,
well, there is a fine difference between the two, of course.
Right. There are doctors that will, okay, you got this, here's a pill. Oh, you got side effects from that pill, here's another pill.
And there are doctors
then
that you
I would
can
probably
say,
get rid of that doctor.
doctor, can you prescribe that? And the doctor can say no.
No,
Why?
exactly.
Because
They're good doctors.
For example, might say, well, you're susceptible because you have a heart condition.
Right.
Because you have high blood pressure, so I can't give you that medication because of this or that.
Those are the good doctors.
Back. He's always so in front of
because
the camera.
The cushions are so thin that I don't.
They're not that thin.
comfortable.
Maybe you're fat.
Really? Really? You're gonna go there?
Just kidding.
You hurt my feelings.
I'm kidding.
There's no reason for you to hurt my
I am
feelings.
kidding.
What?
He's
Doesn't she do that all the time?
No, that was from Meet the Fockers
Yeah.
when he was arguing with De Niro.
I never saw that
Dustin
movie.
Hoffman.
Yeah.
You hurt my feelings. There's no reason for you to hurt my feelings.
So anyway,
So
back
that's
to the
what we want.
telehealth.
That's what we wanted to say about the telehealth.
Give it a try.
Someone watching this that needs therapy, maybe they'll consider it. But as we've always said, we do this too for friends and family that know someone who needs help.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
And maybe they can suggest it to them, because I know what happens a lot of times when people don't want help, refuse it. They're not going to think of telehealth. They're not thinking of any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, they've pushed it out of their minds because they don't want it.
And they may not. They may not want that either. But you can at least try.
Right, but it gives you an extra percentage of people that will get help. It's not going to be, with telehealth, it's going to be 100%.
No way.
No, but maybe there's another percentage of people that do not get therapy, won't do it, that will do it.
That will do it.
A percentage at least. That's helpful.
Yeah.
What's also helpful is when people experience something with positive results, and then somewhere in their life they run into someone else that's having a similar issue, whatever, they can say, hey, it worked for me, it helped me, and then suggest it to someone else.
It may be for you. It may not, but try it. You don't know.
And then, of course, there are those
it can't hurt. Let's put it that way.
Well, it can't hurt.
Doing nothing can hurt.
Doing nothing can 100%
Doing nothing
hurt.
could be extremely costly.
100% hurt.
Doing nothing isn't free. Doing nothing can cost you everything. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Is what doing nothing can cost.
Absolutely.
It can cost so much. And it's cost so many people so much by not doing anything and not having anyone there to help them.
Yeah.
To guide them to get the help.
There's a lot of people that don't have the support structure. A lot of people.
A ton. Absolutely.
And there are a lot of people that don't, too, they try, but they don't want the fight. They give up on the fight.
Yeah.
It's too much trouble, too much resistance, and that's not acceptable either. All right,
well,
folks.
we appreciate you tuning in.
Shannon's going to go do her online session now. Her therapist is now an alcoholic.
Oh my God!
And started smoking for the first
Possibly,
time.
That could be true.
And now smokes. Didn't smoke before, but
that
now
could
smokes.
be true.
and maybe some crack.
Last I heard, he was on crack.
Yeah. All right.
We are
folks,
joking about that.
From Shannon.
Thanks for tuning in.
John and Lou, thanks for tuning in. If you know
Take
anybody
care.
who needs help, please get them help. Use telehealth if necessary, and check out our website. We have a company there, an ad for a company on our website. Be well. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. We appreciate the support. Take care.